Imagine a car that brings back one of Ford's most legendary muscle names, but reinvents it with modern tech, jaw-dropping design, and performance numbers that could leave even today's icons shaking. The 2026 Ford Torino Cobra isn't just another release. It's a statement, a bold reminder that the muscle car spirit is far from dead. But is this revival truly worthy of its legendary badge, or is it just clever marketing dressed in nostalgia? Stay tuned, because by the end of this review, you'll know whether the new Torino Cobra is the muscle car America has been waiting for. Ford has never been shy about reviving legends, but this time, they've gone for a nameplate that carries serious weight in American muscle history, the Torino Cobra. First making waves back in the late 60s and early 70s, the Torino was all about raw power, aggressive looks, and that unmistakable attitude that defined the golden era of muscle cars. Fast forward to today, and Ford is betting big that nostalgia combined with modern performance can capture a whole new audience. The 2026 Ford Torino Cobra isn't aimed just at collectors or retro fans. It's designed to go head-to-head with today's most powerful muscle and performance coupes while appealing to younger buyers who want cutting-edge tech alongside brute strength. In a market where electric cars are stealing headlines and traditional V8s are slowly disappearing, Ford's decision to bring back the Torino Cobra couldn't be more daring or more important. So, what makes this revival stand out? Is it just a name slapped on a modern shell, or has Ford truly recaptured the spirit of a legend? We're about to dive into every detail, design, performance, and the driving experience to find out if the 2026 Torino Cobra can live up to its iconic heritage. Now let's get into what makes the 2026 Ford Torino Cobra more than just a retro name revival, because once you see the details, you'll realize Ford isn't playing around. First, the design. The moment this car rolls up, you know it's something special. The wide, low stance screams confidence, while the sculpted body lines give it a mix of aggression and elegance. Ford has cleverly infused nods to the original Torino, like the fastback silhouette and muscular haunches, while wrapping everything in a modern aerodynamic shell. Up front, a bold grille with Cobra badging immediately sets it apart, and depending on the trim, you can get blacked-out accents or chrome highlights that dramatically change the character. At night, the razor-sharp LED headlights give it a menacing look that feels ready to strike. Step inside, and Ford clearly wanted to prove that muscle cars don't have to feel outdated. The cockpit blends retro-inspired touches, like a squared-off dash profile and analog-style gauge cluster, with cutting-edge tech. A massive digital display dominates the center, offering everything from performance telemetry to customizable drive modes. Premium leather, contrast stitching, and ambient lighting bring a sense of occasion. But it's the seating that really stands out. Deeply bolstered, track-ready, yet surprisingly comfortable for daily driving. This isn't just a weekend toy, it's a car you could actually live with. But of course, muscle cars live and die by performance. And here's where the Torino Cobra really flexes. Under the hood, Ford offers two main options: a naturally aspirated V8 pushing well over 500 horsepower, and for those who want even more, a supercharged variant that climbs into the 700 horsepower range. Both are paired with a lightning-quick 10-speed automatic, though purists will love that Ford is still offering a 6-speed manual on select trims. 0 to 60? Ford claims the top model does it in just over 3 seconds. Numbers that put it squarely against Dodge's last Challenger Hellcats, and even edging into Corvette territory. Handling has also taken a big leap forward. With adaptive suspension, wider tires, and a near-perfect weight balance, this isn't the old-school muscle car that only shines in straight lines. Early test drives hint that the Torino Cobra can carve corners with surprising precision, making it more of a true performance coupe than just a drag strip bruiser. Still, muscle purists might argue that the added tech, like electronic steering assist and advanced stability control, takes away some of the raw analog feel. And then there's the question of sound. Ford knew this would matter, especially in an era where many automakers are going quiet or fully electric. The exhaust note is unapologetically loud, with a deep growl at idle and a thunderous roar under full throttle. It's the kind of sound that makes heads turn blocks away, and it feels like Ford wanted to make a point. The V8 is alive and well, at least for now. Of course, not everything is perfect. Fuel economy remains questionable, especially on the higher output models. And while the interior feels premium, some critics say the tech-heavy layout might age faster than expected. Still, when you stack it all together, the looks, the power, the driving experience, the Torino Cobra makes a compelling case. But here's where things get really interesting. Ford has priced this car aggressively, positioning it not just as a halo vehicle, but as a genuine alternative to rivals from Dodge, Chevy, and even European brands. The real question is, does that price undercut the competition enough to sway buyers, or will it leave some wishing for just a little more? This is the moment we've been building toward. The point where all the hype, all the bold claims, and all the heritage either stand tall or fall flat. Taking the 2026 Ford Torino Cobra out on the open road is nothing short of a revelation. The first time you drop the hammer, the supercharged V8 responds with an instant surge of power that pins you to the seat, while the exhaust note bellows like thunder rolling across the horizon. It's raw, it's visceral, and it feels like a muscle car should, alive and untamed. But what really shocks you is how controlled the chaos feels. Push it into a tight corner, and instead of understeering like the muscle cars of old, the adaptive suspension keeps it flat, composed, almost eager to dance. You expect brute force, but what you get is finesse layered on top of that aggression. It's here, in these moments, that you realize Ford didn't just bring back a nameplate. They've redefined what a Torino Cobra can be. Of course, it's not flawless. On rough pavement, that stiff suspension reminds you this car is tuned for performance first, comfort second. And when you glance at the fuel gauge after just a few spirited pulls, you're reminded that old-school power still comes with a price. But those are trade-offs most enthusiasts will gladly accept for the sheer thrill this machine delivers. The real twist comes when you stack it against its competition. Against Dodge's Swansong Challenger and Chevy's Camaro SS, the Cobra doesn't just hold its own. It feels like it's carrying the torch for the next generation of muscle. Faster than the Camaro, more refined than the Challenger, and more emotionally charged than many European coupes. This car finds itself in a league few expected. And here's the kicker. This might just be the last time we see a brand new V8-powered muscle car with this level of attitude. That makes the 2026 Torino Cobra not only exciting, but historic. So the question becomes, does that make it the ultimate buy right now? Or a legend that's best admired from afar? Let's break it down. So after all the hype, the tests, and the first real-world impressions, what's the final word on the 2026 Ford Torino Cobra? In short, it delivers. Ford has managed to revive an icon without turning it into a gimmick, blending the brute strength muscle car fans crave with the modern tech and refinement today's buyers expect. The result is a machine that feels both nostalgic and forward-looking. A rare balance in a segment that's been shrinking year after year. The pros are clear. Jaw-dropping performance. A design that commands attention, and a driving experience that's far more polished than muscle cars of the past. Add in a surprisingly livable interior and Ford's aggressive pricing strategy, and the Torino Cobra becomes more than just a halo car. It's a serious contender in the modern performance market, but it's not perfect. Fuel economy is a glaring weakness, especially as more buyers consider efficiency a must-have. The stiff ride will also divide opinions. Some will love the track-focused feel. Others will find it tiring on daily commutes. And while Ford has kept the V8 alive, there's no denying this might be the last era we see it done at this scale. That makes the Torino Cobra both exciting and bittersweet. Who is this car really for? It's perfect for enthusiasts who want one of the last great muscle machines, collectors who understand the value of a modern classic, and performance junkies who demand raw speed with a touch of sophistication. It's less ideal for those chasing efficiency or luxury-first comfort, but that's not what this car is about, and it never pretends to be. In the bigger picture, the Torino Cobra's return signals something bold. Even in an electrified future, there's still room for passion projects that speak to the heart, not just the spec sheet. And that alone makes it significant in today's US market. So, what do you think? Has Ford just delivered the last great chapter in the muscle car story? Or is this just the beginning of a new era? Drop your thoughts in the comments. Hit that like button if you enjoyed this breakdown. And don't forget to subscribe for more deep dive reviews on the cars shaping tomorrow's roads.